Today is Monday, February 8th, year 2021. Let's read part 1, Book of Genesis, chapter 14. And it came to pass at that time that Amraphel, king of Sinai, and Erech, king of Pontus, and Chedorlaomer, king of the Elamites, and Thredel, king of nations, made war against Bara, king of Sodom, and against Bosra, king of Gomorrah, and against Seneb, king of Admah, and against Semerber, king of Seboim, and against the king of Bala, which is Segar. All these came together into the woodland well, which now is the Salt Sea. For they had served Chedorlaomer 12 years, and in the 13th year they revolted from him. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and they smote the Rephaim in Ashtaroth Karnaim, and the Zuzim with them, and the Ammim in Sale of Kirithaim, and the Chorins in the mountains of Seir, even to the plains of Pharaoh, which is in the wilderness. And they returned and came to the fountain of Mishphat, the same as Kadesh, and they smote all the country of Amalekites, and the Amorrheim that dwelt in Zesantherma, and the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Seboim, and the king of Bala, which is Segar, went out, and they set themselves against them in battle array in the woodland well, to wait against Chedorlaomer king of the Elamites, and Thredel of king of nations, and Amraphel king of Sinai, and Erech king of Pontus, 4 kings against 5. Now the woodland well had many pits of slime, and the king of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah turned their backs, and were overthrown there. And they that remained fled to the mountain, and they took all the substance of the Sodomites and Gomorrahites, and all their victuals, and went their way. And Lot also, the son of Abraham's brother, who dwelt in Sodom, and his substance. And behold, one that had escaped told Abraham, the Hebrew, who dwelt in the well of Mamre, the Amorite, the brother of Eshcol, and the brother of Aner, for these had made a league with Abraham, which when Abraham had heard, to wit, that his brother Lot was taken, he numbered of the servants born in his house 318, well appointed, and pursued them to Dan. And dividing his company, he rushed upon them in the night, and defeated them, and pursued them as far as Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the substance, and Lot his brother with his substance, the women also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him, after he returned from slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and of the kings that were with him in the well of Sale, which is the king's well. But Melchizedek, the king of Salem, bring forth bread and wine for he was the priest of the Most High God, blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham by the Most High God, who created heaven and earth, and blessed be the Most High God, by whose protection the enemies are in thy hands. And he gave him the tenth of all. And the king of Sodom said to Abraham, Give me the presents, and the rest take it to thyself. And he answered him, I lift up my hand to the Lord God, the Most High, the possession of heaven and earth, that from very woof threads unto the shoe latchet, I will not take of anything that is thine, lest thou say, I have enriched Abraham, except such things as the young men have eaten, and the share of the men that came with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. These shall take their shares.